Britain become the character of our society in the last 3 years? By what means? Through lies. Yes, we are daily bombarded with lies about what happened at the time of the referendum.
And for me, this is what all this is about. It's not about Brexit, it's about suspending Parliament when it shouldn't be suspended.
We know this is serious when the Financial Times tells us this is an abuse of power.
Yeah.
We've got to spread the word, and we've got to make a lot of people realise this is bigger than Brexit. We can't be too nice. We've got to fight for our democracy.
I was a student in London in the 60s. I didn't go on a march then. I thought that the war in Iraq was a bad idea. I didn't go on a march then. I didn't think much of the poll tax, and I didn't go on a march then. But I do mind about this, and this is the 4th time I've gone on a march. I had a father who was in uniform and 7 uncles who fought during the last war. My father had travelled in Europe. He had German friends with whom he put up. They came to this country in March 1939. And this was at the point where Hitler's forces had gone into some other poor country. And my dad said, I don't think they were Nazi supporters, but they were quite pleased that their country was coming up again after 1918. And he was a fervent believer in countries working together, because that way you get peace. There has never been a period of peace as long as we've had now. So please, I'm glad you like my hat. Get one for yourself, they're ever so fetching.
I've finished my GCSEs this year, and I haven't been out of the house in months, let alone do anything like this. This abandonment of democracy it's wrong, and we all know it's wrong, and we need to tell him that what is happening is wrong, and that we are not going to stand for it.
If other people in Parliament don't stand up to a bully, like bullies don't want to be stood up to, he will get away with it. They need to do something as well, other politicians.
We need to stop this, we need to defend our democracy, and we need to defend it now before it's too late.
We are the people that have got to stop him. We got a terrible team of people lined up against us, and we ought to recognise it.
We've got to look for the signs of dictatorship. First they blame the minorities,
Then they
and the immigrants, and the people, the foreign governments. Then they neutralise their opponents, they take away democracy, and it's creeping. So it's unfortunately, he's been on Have I Got News For You, and he's got this sort of rosy, humorous sort of side. But we know really what's behind it.
When I was walking over here, the football crowd were going past and they were jeering at us and saying, up with Boris, up with Boris. And I just turned round to them and said, and if Boris wins, you'll be the loser. And they just rubbish. It's just so many people think that Boris is on the right track doing the right thing, and that's what scares me.
It's how my mother's parents, who were German and who were part of the German resistance during the Second World War, I have often wondered how they felt during the 1930s. And I'm afraid to say, I have a real feeling that now I know. They saw their Jewish friends demonised, and I see Muslim colleagues and friends being demonised. They saw the Reichstag be suspended, and we've just seen Parliament suspended.
What we are dealing with here, as has been mentioned, is fascism. Demagoguery, a disregarding for the rule of law. We are dealing with people who do not care.
The principle about defeating fascism
is to develop and promote democracy. The decisions that have been made in Parliament this week are fundamentally anti-democratic. They're designed to shut down debate, designed to shut down discussion, and to ensure that one view prevails regardless of its merits or the arguments that are put in favour of it. We must stick together on this. We must work collectively over the weeks ahead to prevent this happening.
Remember, if you tolerate this, then your children will be next.
Follow the money, because it's money that's behind this at the moment. It's money that's behind the coup, and it's money that's behind Brexit. They don't want to be regulated, they want deregulation and the ability to invest their money overseas and hide it in tax havens. My grandchildren might have to work till they're 75. They won't be alive by the time they're 75. This government wants to even take that away from us. Please, please do whatever you can to stop this bunch of tossers.
Everybody here wants to get vote back. Why closing the parliament for more votes? So that you take the things away from the people. The people want to have their say. Why don't you listen to the people? Make a stand. Let the people speak their words. Let them say what they want. And you listen.
And not to forget as well our neighbours up north and a little to the west in Ireland with the Troubles and all the recent history of no peace. The Good Friday Agreement and everything that came out of that is set to sort of dissipate potentially with all the uncertainty, and the peace that we have in Europe and have had for decades supposedly has been very, very thin and not there for everybody. So we need to make sure everyone is heard.
I'm so scared for the future, but it brings me so much hope that my people at the Students' Union, that all the colleagues there and all the students who have rallied behind us, over 4,000 people voted in our Student Union referendum to support a second people's vote. It gives me so much hope this country does have some kind of future, and it will be led by all of us.
What defeats fear is hope, and events like this and people like you definitely give me hope. So we've just got to keep on fighting and stick together. And actually earlier today I just came from an event in our cultural quarter in Guildhall Square, which is celebrating our diversity, and Southampton is a very diverse place. And there is strength in diversity. We are the great place we are because of our diversity rather than in spite it. So please continue to celebrate that diversity, that unity, whether it's through the European Union, which it is, or whether that's in Southampton.
One lady earlier said she was frightened, and I guess we're all frightened to a certain extent. But I'm not frightened anymore. What a great mixture of people we have just heard from. They deserve a round of applause. Male, female, for Brexit, against Brexit, I don't really care, but we are for democracy. What does democracy mean? It means power to the people. Not the power to the Labour Party, not power to the Liberal Democrats, not power to aristocrats, not even power to the working class, but power to all of us, power to the people. And if we keep that at the back of our minds, I'm not frightened anymore, and nor should you be, because Boris is just one man, I believe, a puppet. Cummings is the danger, but Cummings is not a danger if we stick together. So, power to the people.
We've got family all over. It is so important that we know we've got family.
Go from here with an intent to join in. join a local action group. There are plenty about.
The question really is, think about what he can't ignore and go and do that.
Actually engage. There'll be further demonstrations and further actions to happen in the weeks to come. So we owe it to the suffragettes, we owe it to those that have died for democratic principles across the centuries to do better. Please carry on the fight.